survival of Asgard.
You misunderstand my actions.
You gathered frost giants, rock trolls, and dark elves to attack Asgard.
Or did I gather allies to save Asgard from Surtur, while my father was unable to protect us?
Is this true?
I suppose that is one way of looking at it.
Without me, could you have stopped Surtur from burning the city to ash?
No.
Father, I saved Asgard. I'm a hero. I deserve gratitude, not insults.
You wish to be seen as a hero.
It's all I've ever wanted.
Then you shall have the chance to prove yourself. Let this stolen power and my own magic return you to a time when Midgard sorely needed heroes.
Now, just a moment, Father.
Oh, you clever old man. You've sent me back to the beginning, haven't you? And they call me the trickster.
Navigator, set course for System 616 Alpha.
What ugly planet is that?
Earth. That planet's name is Earth. Make haste. I expect our guest is ready to return home.
So that's gonna eventually lead to some additional content that we're doing later on.
Maybe.
Maybe not.
Maybe.
Has nothing to do with Avengers 2 or
Yeah,
Infinity
Playable
or...
Doom, that's not happening.
So, as you all probably know, Guardians of the Galaxy is coming out.
What's that?
I don't know, never heard of it. So Star-Lord is going to ideally come out right before the movie, so you can watch the movie and then go play him. So we've been working on that. He's got a pretty neat element gun. We are putting a lot of effort into making that feel pretty cool. So you'll be able to have a basic shot, and then you have these elemental powers that will then affect that shot, which is a new thing that we are trying to get. So yeah, we do try to do a few new things for all the heroes. And then later, also this year, now that we've introduced Taskmaster as a playable villain, we're trying to bring in some other villains like Magneto and Juggernaut.
Oh yeah, Bob. The 20th century.
So Mr. Fantastic is shipping with a few costumes. He will have his classic blue costume is what he's going to start with. And you can also buy his Future Foundation costume in both the white variant as well as the black variant, which looks pretty nifty on Sue Storm.
Black versus 20th century.
This is Iron Man's Guardians of the Galaxy variant. We also, for the year anniversary, we released a Mac beta, so now you can play Marvel Heroes on the Mac. And this is part of his Mac bundle that you can buy, and you don't have to have a Mac to buy the bundle, but it's a pretty cool costume, I think.
Will there be a non-variant version of it?
I'm not sure.
You can ask the artist movie.
And this is Miss Marvel, her enhanced costume. You might know this is not Miss Marvel, this is Marvel. So this will be, our enhanced costumes have, new VFX and sound effects, and, all that good stuff. So
We generally have new voiceovers too for the characters.
yeah.
So he'll sound like a dude. Pretty cool.
This is my favorite costume of all time. This is Ultimate Thor from that Ultimate Universe, and he's got a giant hammer. I've been playing this for like the last week or so, just at work, and so hopefully it'll come out pretty soon. And this is the Thor Earth X costume when Thor was a lady, and that's gonna be awesome.
Loki.
But that'll be enhanced, obviously, new voice work.
And then this is already out actually, the Gambit Death costume for when he was, or is, still is?
No.
No.
He still has that side to him, but
Yeah.
it's not.
He's one of the four horsemen of Apocalypse. And he has Super Saiyan hair, and it stays up and is all wavy and cool. So, I don't know, maybe he and Rogue will get back together. Whatever. Speaking of Rogue, we are also looking to release Rogue this year. Andrew and I have actually been working on her design because, again, she will need new technology since nobody else that we have so far steals powers. So, we're working on that. There will probably be a whole tree dedicated to her stealing abilities. Otherwise, she will have some similar powers to Ms. Marvel Brawly Tree, since, that was a thing that happened.
You could imagine her stealing maybe Magneto's power, or Juggernaut's, or Venom's, or I don't know. We could really do.
See, now you're on tape, so I have that record. So I'm like, but you said we could do anything.
Well, almost anything.
So, any questions?
Got the Cyclops Fabio haircuts.
You're right.
Age of Apocalypse.
Wasn't that just posted?
That just posted.
Yeah. Age of Apocalypse.
Yeah. So, ask a question, get a T-shirt. No, okay.
All
right.
Yeah, these are large and
large.
Sure, well.
Yay! Okay, my fiance wants to know any.
What's your fiance's name?
Guy. G-U-I. His screen name is G-Man, I think.
Alright.
G-Man88 or something. Are hero-specific chapters or terminals planned? If so, can you give us a hint as to which ones?
Do you want?
I do not think they are currently planned, but Doomsaw sometimes tends to pull stuff out kind of last minute, so.
We don't want to restrict content to just one hero, right? Because if we have a terminal that is only playable by Daredevil, then that just limits people who want to play as Daredevil.
It also opens a can of worms to whether or not we are going to have the time and ability to do one for every character.
Right.
Since we put a character out once a month, if we tried to do a terminal for every character, it would kind of get crazy.
Yeah, I think the one-shots that we do kind of scratch that itch where you have this separate piece of story content that, it's in Wakanda, so it's kind of heavy on the Black Panther, but, everybody can do it. So I think we're going to try and go down that route.
Okay, thank you.
With the one-shots, is there any plans for like doing the older storyline stuff, like say Age of Apocalypse? Kind of go into there.
We have plans for one-shot. We have too many ideas for one-shots.
That's too many ideas, not enough time.
Yeah, we just have to figure out which one we want to do first, or next. Right?
Excellent.
That's the one? Oh, you were going to ask something else? Okay.
Oh, sure. Yeah, okay.
So when you're talking about Rogue and like her stealing powers, are there plans for that, or because like in the old Marvel fighting games, she'd steal a trait like strength or defense or whatever. I thought that sucked. So are you gonna like actually make her steal and have some attribute of whoever she steals from, or
So
are there any thoughts on that?
Yeah, we don't have any. We haven't had our estimation on how much time we get to build her right now, but we have sort of tentatively planned a set of powers that she can steal from various people. So the idea is we're going to try to share, because right now if we do a power for every guy that she could steal from, then we would be building like 4 characters worth. So we're trying to narrow it down to less than 2 characters worth, so that we don't have to build so many powers. But the idea is that she would have her own animation for that power, her own she would share their VFX. So if she did Venom's cone yank or something, she would have her own animation, but then you would see like the Venom symbiote stuff come out and grab people.
Yeah. And stealing the powers will definitely help you with fighting those heroes themselves. So it'll make you have to think with Rogue to like, oh, I'm going into this battle. What power should I be stealing from who to help me out with that fight?
Cool. Thank you.
We'll just try to go in some sort of.
Okay. Are there still plans for more Supergirl related content, like possibly bases or any other new things for teams specifically?
Yeah, I mean, I think that this raid is just the first step in that direction, and we're also trying to coordinate different aspects of the game, like achievements, which is right now in the pipeline right now that we're working on, and guilds. and raids, so that you can be proud of your super guild and what they were able to accomplish, in the game. So we're trying to coordinate those, and yeah, this raid is just the first step in that direction.
Two questions. What's going on with the green goblins and Copy Master costume? And how are you going to improve the experience? Because it took me like 5 days to download the whole game.
Okay. I am specifically working on downloads. Well, I was working 2 days ago on the download size of our game. Unreal 3 is a great engine, and that's what we use, but it's meant for games like Gears of War or Borderlands 2. And so we've had to go a little bit outside the bounds of what that engine expects. And so one thing I'm actually looking at right now is trying to make it so that we don't have such large patches every week for that. Because what happens is sometimes we touch some of the zones and it causes a chain of files to have to be updated. So that's actually one of the things I'm actually working on as we speak. It takes a little while to debug though. So.
And what's going on with the green goblin and Copy Master costume?
I don't know. You guys would have to. I don't know more about that.
I think the other people chose Chicago Comic-Con.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know. We could get back to you on that, but
okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. When you were discussing raids, you were talking about making an easier green version of the current raid, but as I understood it, you were meaning to make a red version that goes harder than the current raid.
Yeah.
So have you changed your plans, or am I just misunderstanding?
Well, we really want to, so we're working on the tech right now to make it, to split it between green and red. For instance, we want to have the green version, maybe some of the bosses don't have as many powers, or, the harder powers in the siblings fight where you have to get real close together, go apart. Maybe in the green or red version they don't have that.
So it would be either or, not a new harder one and a new easier one.
Oh no, I think we're going to do both.
No, we're definitely doing both.
We're definitely doing an easier version.
And yeah, so it'll be like the terminals where you could pick between the red terminal and the cosmic terminal, or the green and the red, for instance. It'll be the exact same thing. You'll be able to pick the green the green raid or the red raid.
If the red raid is going to be harder than our current raid.
I'm not sure. We
Yeah,
still have, raids are still in beta,